Hi everyone, welcome to today's vlog. I'm going to talk a little bit today about food, which is one of my usual subjects, and just the fact that I really want to try and sort of simplify our dinners and my shopping habits as well, because don't get me wrong, I want to eat delicious, healthy dinners. And I actually don't mind spending money on good quality food. I think it's important. But also, I think sometimes I buy too many different things that I always use them up eventually, but I don't really know how to explain this, but in my head, I just want things to be a bit simpler. And I've been thinking about this and talking about this for ages, and we were like, we could do, like an every Monday we have this, every Tuesday we have that, or we could do a 2-week meal plan, or we could, I don't know, there's so many ways of doing it. And I've always been a planner, and I've always tried to plan meals. There's rarely a week where I just wing it, to be honest. But I am quite bad at writing a list, buying everything on the list, and then loads of other things that I think, oh, that will come in handy for the week after or whatever. And I think food here, like everywhere, is getting a bit more expensive. And so if we could spend a little bit less, that would be great. I don't waste food because I will use it all up, and I do freeze leftovers, and I make soup out of old vegetables and stuff like that. I didn't used to. When I was working, I was dreadful for wasting food. I don't know, I didn't just throw my wages in the bin. We lived next door to a pub, and I always used to buy loads of stuff to make a dinner on Friday night, and we always ended up going out to eat in the pub. So, and for some reason it was often a butternut squash that I used to throw away. Dreadful. I definitely wouldn't do that now. I would make it into soup or roast it and have it for breakfast or something. But we've been watching the last few nights the thing with the Batch Lady and Joe Schwash, I think he's called. And it's given me a bit of inspiration, a bit of a kick up the bum to come up with this. So this is like a month's plan, but I've only planned Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because Monday, Tuesday and Thursday are my school, the times I go to school. So I like to prepare the meals so they're ready for when we get back. And then I thought Friday, Saturday and Sunday could be a bit more flexible. And often we do have leftovers, or there's beans on toast, or I like to do pizzas and things like that. So this is kind of the plan. And so Monday, well, I've got all sorts of things on here, but a lot of it is sort of prepare ahead stuff. And I've actually just cooked today the next 4 weeks worth, I don't know if you can see that, of Monday meals. So we've got 2 lots of burritos and 2 lots of veggie chili, and I'll put a little clip in of what I've prepared. So this first thing is a veggie chili, and I use it's vegan mince actually. I get it from Eurospar. It's in the yellow box in the freezer, and then just lots of veg and kidney beans and chili powder, tomato. And then this one is like a burrito mix. So again, it's vegan, it's rice, sweet corn, lots of veg and kidney beans and some spices. So yeah, as you saw, I made a veggie chili with the soya mince and half a jar of kidney beans and lots of veg. And then I've also made a rice dish, like a burrito thing, which I'm going to put into wraps and then cook them in the oven. and that's got the same veg mix, the other half of the jar of kidney beans, and I used this seasoning because again I'm trying to use up some things from the cupboard. So got a Tex-Mex, I think I got that from Lidl, yeah, got about half of that left, so that's good. Then Tuesdays I've kind of gone for curry, and one week I've gone for a stir fry just because I couldn't think of a different curry thing. But I've got a tin of curry that's been sat in the cupboard for ages, so we're going to have that one Tuesday. I'm then going to batch cook a slow cooker curry, so I'll do 2 lots of that. I'll probably use either chickpeas or the I call it pretend chicken, but the veggie chicken stuff. And then one of the weeks I've just got down a stir fry. Then Wednesdays, I've got 2 of the Wednesdays we're going to have burger in a bun with coleslaw and salad, and the other 2 Wednesdays sausage and mash. But again, on the first one I'll cook 2 lots of burgers and freeze them. Obviously can't freeze coleslaw, that would be rank. And same with the sausage and mash, I'll have veggie sausages and I'll cook the whole lot and freeze it ready for the next week. And then Thursdays is more like a pasta, gnocchi, and again a stir fry day. So yeah, that's the plan, and hopefully being a bit flexible with it, i.e. not planning every single day, will help, because sometimes you just want to make it up as you go along, or like say you've got leftovers, or you might want to go out for dinner, and I can be very like, no, we're having this today, or you just think actually let's just have beans on toast tonight. So I really hope that this is going to work, and I'll let you know. But I don't know if it's going to save us any money. Like I say, I've got so much stuff still in the cupboards, even though I'm trying to use it all up. And I don't have a massive freezer. You can see that is my freezer. So I can't batch cook too much stuff. But I feel like, you know, I've got those, Monday for the next month is sorted. Once I get the slow cooker stuff done, it will be fine. Let me just show you actually, because this one I've got a veggie pasta bolognese, and I'll show you how I freeze things to, you know, maximise space. Okay, so this is a veggie spag bowl which I've had in the freezer not for very long, but you can see I freeze them in these large freezer bags, and then you just flatten it out. The only thing I would say is put a bit of, if you're doing more than one at a time, put grease-proof paper in between them, otherwise they stick together. But I'm really hoping that by doing it this way, it's going to maximise the room and I can get lots of good things done. I'm just going to put this back in the freezer because I still want to be following my diet, my glucose goddess thing. I haven't weighed myself since my dad's been here, and I think I'm going to leave it for another week actually, and then I'll get back on the scales again and see how I'm doing. But yeah, I want to eat, like I said at the beginning, delicious, healthy food, home cooked food. That's another thing I think that I need to keep plodding on with, trying to make things from scratch. I've been making more of the bread things with the sourdough, and actually where I've put burger in a bun, I've just printed off a recipe for sourdough burger buns, so I'm hoping that they're going to be good. Obviously the naans as well to go with this, the curry, they're ready made. I made them, sorry, and they're in the freezer. And I just think, number one, it's cheaper. I mean, a bag of flour hardly costs anything, and you know what's going into it. So when we were in the UK, we had a bread maker, and Martin used to make really nice bread with using the bread maker. But I quite like the idea of this sourdough because it's fermented, it's good or better for your gut supposedly, and the recipes that I've been making are very simple in terms of there's not loads of ingredients in them, and I know what I'm putting in them, so I like that, and that's what I want to do more of, sort of moving forward. So yeah, watch this space. But let me know, do you plan? Have you ever done a monthly plan? If you're normally a weekly planner, which is what I always used to do, but I just feel like it's quite time consuming to do this every week. So I feel like do this month, and what I might do is keep this and then do another month's one, and then maybe go back to this one, because I don't want us to get bored. So I'm thinking that this might be quite a good thing, and I might just write down on the bottom what we do have on Friday, Saturday and Sunday of each week, again, so I've got a record of it, and hopefully, what's that? Hopefully that will help me moving forward, because there's a lot of thinking energy involved in coming up with meals. Sometimes it's not the actual cooking of the meal, it's trying to decide what to have, and that can be tricky. Or I find it two things: I either really enjoy it if I'm in that mood, or it annoys me and I think I just want to eat something healthy but I can't think about it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, all of these meals fit in with my eating plan that I'm following at the moment, which is to be mainly plant-based and to try and follow the glucose goddess hacks, which I can easily do with these, and yeah, I hope it's going to work well. So maybe in my monthly roundup next month I'll be able to add this and talk a bit about this as well. So that's it, I'm going to stop rambling on now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. Bye!